Hello honey bunches, it's Phoebe, hope you're doing super well. So this is the last video of 2018, or like one to welcome in 2019, or just a good video of delicious vegan dinners if you're new here. I'm Phoebe, don't know if I said that already, and let's get into it. So Monday I didn't cook dinner, my brother did, and he made these like fishless kind of fish cakes, but they're not my ones from my first cookbook. From the cookbook, but my family could never go vegan. Well, that was the most inarticulate way of saying what they were. Yeah, they don't look particularly amazeballs, but they're super filling. They've got this aioli that you serve them with, and it's got red onion and like chickpea flour, and just great stuff. Oh yeah, and I had to include this clip of Harvey. He's taken to falling asleep amongst like zero room in our study. Super cute. Okay, so Tuesday I was cooking dinner, and I decided to get my stew on. I'm cooking up a stew type recipe for a future project. I won't say exactly what it is, but you can probably guess. And I wanted to sort of just get in the stew, sort of, you know, read that language, familiarise myself with how you do that again. So I made, from the blog, It Doesn't Taste Like Chicken, that recipe, vegan Irish stew. I'll link it down below. It's pretty simple. You just sort of stir stuff and let it simmer for a long time. Everything was tender up. We had it with mashed potato, which was just had with a bit of like almond milk, vegan butter and salt and pepper. And look, it was comforting, it was nice. I would prefer my beef bourguignon, the vegan one I have on my blog. So yeah, room for improvement that I'm excited to share. So Wednesday we made this curry from the Slow Cooker vegan cookbook. Made this quite a few times this past year, but we needed to make it sort of without a few like FODMAPy type ingredients. So yeah, that was the one my brother made when we had someone over, so that was great. I kind of enhanced on that recipe and just made it my own for the Ethiopian-esque recipe, which is in my new cookbook. Okay, Thursday. So, in the Oshly Glows cookbook, there is this life-affirming nacho cheese dip, which bloomin' heck is so good. It's made with like cashews and whatnot. Actually boiled carrots, but I didn't have that. I had some leftover mashed pumpkins, so I swapped that instead. Worked a treat. And anyway, if you make that and like put it in mushroom cups, then bloomin' heck, you've got yourself the best tasting mushroom cup that ever did exist. You mix it with like some chopped spinach, red onion and chopped tomato for a bit of texture, and plonk it in some big portobellos, and there you have it. Seriously good. Even if you're not a big mushroom person, like the fragrance of them and the texture is just not totally you, then well, the flavour of these will probably win you over to the ways of mushrooms. Yeah, and we had that with some steamed broccoli and cauliflower, I think. Yum. Okay, Friday I made my usual lasagna. I just kind of make it using up stuff without a recipe. It's got a layer of pumpkin, hence the pumpkin's boiling, some sauteed zucchini and mushroom, which you saw, a basil pesto tofu thing, which you just like blend in a food processor pesto with firm tofu, and then some parmesan, which I bought that one just because I saw it and it looked good, and it does taste quite good, and it resembles parmesan in texture and meltiness. So that's how it looked all done up. Plonked it in the oven. I was feeling very organised because you do have to like cook it for a while, and then if you let it sit, then when you cut it, it won't like completely fall apart. So it's a good one to make in advance. But if you have leftovers, I mean, happy days and stomachs for days to come. Yeah, there's a side profile. The basil pesto tofu layer is just, yeah, it's my favourite like thing. No bechamel, just that, so good. Okay, Saturday we made okonomiyaki, and I used the organ vegan egg. I know you can use the follow your heart vegan egg. Like mix up a bunch of that, thin it out with a bit of plant milk, add some grated carrot, cabbage and lots of spring onion. And I found these gluten-free, just 100% buckwheat soba noodles, which, you know, like they stick and congeal together a bit, but with a bit of sesame oil they seem to not totally stick together. Anyway, made these. Look how legit that looks. I have made these before and I was following my recipe, that's what you saw on my phone. Had it with a bit of vegan mayo, and we had some okonomiyaki sauce, and so good. So delish and so easy. Okay, Sunday, I was trying out one of these burgers, which you might have seen on Instagram. It's not a mainstream supermarket one, but yeah, it's great if you ever see it in a small independent supermarket near Victoria, Australia. Added it with all the fixings on a gluten-free like panini and bloomin' heck, so delicious. Would highly recommend. Great texture and taste for that burger. Yes, thank you for watching, honey bunches. That's everything I ate this week. I hope this end of the year has been not too stressful and you're doing wonderfully, and you can have a wonderful January, because I think it's a bit of the one of the funkiest months there is. Okay, talk to you soon. Lots of love. Bye bye.